Hey, you guys. Oh my God, I'm so excited. I just did a video, which you're gonna see in just a minute, on how to use a pendulum. And pendulums are like these things that look like this, and you basically ask yes or no questions, and your guides actually answer the question yes or no. So anyway, I asked the question because I'm cheeky like this, will I win the lottery? You have to watch the video to find out what happened. It's amazing. It's amazing. And plus I asked them if I was buying a new vehicle. And I got answers that surprised me. So you guys check it out. Hey everybody, it's Susan Lynn, Psychic Medium. We're going to be talking about pendulums today. And I want to explain what you're looking at. So what you are looking at is a feather, which will show us that there's no wind involved in the movement of the pendulum, right? Because a little bit of wind will cause that feather to blow over. So that's why we're using the feather. And then I'm using this, it's actually an incense burner, to support my hand so that we know that my hand is not moving, not getting tired, and moving the crystal. And so that's why you're looking at that. And so this pendulum is basically just a crystal on a necklace chain, if you will. You could use a necklace actually. But before you do this, you always want to clean your space. You want to make sure that you've done white light protection so that you don't have some other energies coming in to give you bad answers. And in my case, it really could be some of my sarcastic family members that have crossed over that want to come in and tell me yes and no. And when in fact, the reverse should have been the correct answer. So how do you do that? You do white light protection. You make sure that you are connected to your guides. You know, for this, we don't really want our relatives coming in and giving us their opinions, because their opinions may not be exactly what you need, right? If your uncle was a gambling addict, you don't really want to ask him for money, advice. So anyway, here we are. We're going to be connecting straight to the guides. And so I'm going to try to get this to not move very much. There's a lot of energy here. So now what I'm going to do is and what you should do every time is ask it to show you what yes is and what no is. In my case, I like to tell it that yes is going to be up and down. It's going to be away from the camera and to the wall. And no is going to be side to side. So across the camera from left to right. So the first thing we want to do is ask the pendulum and our guides that are actually directing the pendulum, we want to ask them to show us yes. Show me what yes looks like. Show me what yes looks like on my pendulum, please. You can see the pendulum is going around in a circle. That's what it does when it's calibrating. When they're calibrating, they're getting it to start to move. You can kind of see it, the circle is now becoming an oblong. And you can see it being pulled back towards the wall. You can see my hand is not moving. But you can see that the pendulum is moving. Okay. It's just gently moving. There it goes. It's just gently moving towards the wall. There it goes. Okay. Now, the longer you do this, the bigger the movements are. Whoa. So if you can hold your hand up for quite a while, you'll see the movement will get bigger. It takes quite a bit of energy for them to move these things. This is not a light crystal. It's not a small crystal. If they could move energy very easily, our lives would look very different, right? I mean, things would be flying around all the time. So now what I'm going to do is actually now it's showing me a no. I think it's just moved on without me. Now it's going back and forth. You can see it going left to right. My hand is not moving. Pretty cool, huh? So when you have a question that you want to ask, but you might have some fear involved around the question, like, you know, should you go back to school, or maybe you just have an opinion about it, but your opinion might not be the right answer, right? So I was asking earlier when I did this video earlier, I asked if, just for the heck of it, I asked if I should buy a new car. So I have just paid off my truck, and I was looking forward to having some time with no car payment. So I'm going to ask again, should I buy a new car? It's starting to move. Tell me if I should buy a new car. Tell me if I should buy a new car. I would say this time it's going left to right. You see it? There it goes. Earlier it told me that I would buy a new car. So do you understand how important the question is? I just asked, should I buy a new car? I didn't ask, would I buy a new car? So now let's just see if we can get it. I'm going to just put my hand on it to stop it, and I'm going to ask, will I? Will I buy a new car or truck? Will I buy a new vehicle? Will I buy a new vehicle in the next month? Y'all, that is so crazy. You see how fast it's moving up and down? Oh, I don't want to buy a new vehicle. Y'all look. Y'all see that? Oh my goodness. That kind of worries me. Now, do you see why? Look how much it's moving. With certainty, you guys. Now, let me tell you why this is important to use a pendulum. I don't want to buy a new car or vehicle. Apparently something's going to happen and I'm going to buy a new vehicle. And I added in a month so that I could, again, the way you phrase your question is so important, right? You can ask, will I buy a new vehicle? And they may say yes, but they may be thinking in 3 years, right? So you really need to be very specific about what you're asking. Otherwise, the information that you get from them is not going to be nearly as helpful. So let's ask this fun question really quickly. Okay. Speaking of gambling addicts, actually, I don't do this very often. So should Susan buy a lottery ticket? Will Susan win the lottery? Any amount. Could be $5, it could be $500, it could be $5 million. We would like $5 million, please. But should Susan buy a lottery ticket because she's going to win? Should Susan buy a lottery ticket? That's also a yes. Woohoo! I'm gonna win. I'll probably win $5. I'll let y'all know. I'm gonna win. Let's ask the universe for me to win $5 million. And if I do, you better believe me, I'm going to make a video about that. Okay, so let's ask a question because I really want to see if we can't get a no. And I swear to God, my brother who's passed, crossed over, he's already been messing with this earlier. This is why this is my 3rd video. So don't mess with me, Jeff. I'm telling you, he was my older brother and he messed with me all the time. And he still messes with me. And my dad's a practical joker and he's over there too. So I have double whammy over there. Okay. Now, to get a no, I'm going to, I think I should just ask you, show me no. I was going to do something cute like, should I jump off the roof? But I swear to God, that's just fodder for my brother and my dad. Show me no. Show me a no, please. No is back and forth across the camera from left to right. Show me no. Do you guys see that? That's a no. That's a no. It's kind of a circle. Show me no. Come on, use your muscles. You can do it. Move this thing around. You're strong. There we go. That's a little bit of a circle. I'd like a little more back and forth. Okay, now she's picking up speed. Oh, Lord have mercy. Okay. Show me no, please. Yeah, that's a no. See how it's picking up speed? The longer you give it, the more the movement, because as I said, this isn't easy for them. They can't just whip this thing around. And I might add, if they are whipping this thing around, you've got a poltergeist and you need to put it down and you need to get some, something else going on. So you see now where it's stopping? See it stopping? Even though that thing fell on my finger, it did not affect the movement of the pendulum. So you can see how much it would take to get that pendulum to move. It's actually quite heavy. So guess what that means, you guys? I'm gonna win the lottery and I'm gonna get a new vehicle. Yay! Yay! I'm so excited. Thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe because I'm gonna be a multimillionaire. Here's some other ones right here. They're pretty cool, and if you don't find one or can't find one, you can always use a necklace. You can try that. You will find different pendulums will work better for you. Honestly, they're kind of like whether or not your energy matches the energy of that particular pendulum. So they're not expensive. You can get them on Amazon. You can get them at your local metaphysical shop. You can get them anywhere. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please subscribe because you want to find out if I won the lottery. So why wouldn't you subscribe? And also, give me the thumbs up. I showed you how to find out if you can win the lottery. So of course you want to know how to do this. Of course you're going to like this video. Anyway, it's really fun hanging out with you guys today. Have a great one, and hopefully we will talk to you again soon. Take care.